first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here for the women and the ladies in ag. And especially to welcome the 3 finalists here who have come through rigorous interviews. And as you can see from the camera here, the judging panel have been out to see them. Camera people have been out to see them. And a great job has done by all 3. So first of all, would you give the 3 finalists a big round of applause? I'm not going to hold on to you too long because I'm not great at this job. There's people coming that are way better. But Sinead Cassidy from Longford, Olivia Carroll from Tipperary, and Mona O'Donoghue Concannon from Galway. They are 3 finalists, so best of luck to the 3. Also, I'd like to thank again for the 4th year running, I think is it 4th? Yeah, right there. Our judges, being Assumpta Mullen from the Mayo Land Producer Group, John Linsky from the IFA, and Richard Moran from the Agri-Aware. Thanks to the 3 of you for the great work you put in again this year. Stand up, sit back. I don't think there's too many seats, so you're going to have to stand up and enjoy the next while. We got someone here at a huge expense. We had a job to convince her we had to tie her here for the last half an hour. We all got to know her years ago with Jerry Ryan. She met her name there, and she's even more famous now on the Marty squad.
Oh yeah.
And we're very, very thankful for you coming and switch her over. And without further ado, I'll introduce you to the presenter for the rest of the day, and that's the great Brenda Dunham.
Thank you. Thank you, Eamon. All I have to say is hashtag Newbridge or nowhere. Anyway, I wish somebody had told me about the Corrib Oil tent here or marquee. This is the best crack, and I have been around them all. This is really good fun here. But I am delighted to be here for the Corrib Oil Women in Farming. I looked at, did you see the Facebook videos of them? Oh my God, what extraordinary women we're about to meet in terms of their dedication, their passion. They're working, they're running a farm, they're bringing up families, they're doing the books. I tell you, they're in the wrong competition. The 3 of them should be running for the presidency. They're amazing, like all they can get done. We have our judges, we have some great prizes. I'm really impressed with the fact that the judges went out and visited the farms. Not because, oh, they might be boasting or whatever, but they might be kind of underselling themselves in a way. And really to get out there and to see all the work that they do, we're going to get a very honest representation as to who's going to be the Corrib Oil Woman Farmer of the Year. So I presume you're all here to support them and give them, I suppose, show them your appreciation. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the first contestant, all the way from Longford, getting married on New Year's Eve, is it? But that's nothing, that's neither here nor there, is it? It's not important. Ladies and gentlemen, Sheena Cassidy! Hi Sheena!
How are you?
How are you?
Good, good.
Good, good. You are getting married New Year's Eve. Will we clear that up straight away? Yes. And is your lucky partner here?
He's not. He was meant to come yesterday. He had the day taken off, but he's not here today. So I'm here on my own, unfortunately.
Well, it doesn't matter because you've been working so hard on your own and on the farm for a long time.
Yeah.
First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. You don't have to give me your age necessarily, but just a little bit about what you do and the farm itself.
So I'm from North Longford, a place called Banlamuck. So we have a 75 cow suckler herd, and then we have we rear sucks every year. So we used to rear bull cows, now we do heifers. So the plan is to put the bull on them as springers, or sell them as springers. Then probably 2 years down the line, we're planning on keeping half of them for our own herd. You know, with old cows and cull cows, we're trying to whittle out the kind of the older ones. So we're planning on keeping maybe half of them for ourselves, but we'll see how things go. Hopefully they all go in calf now and everything.
Now, when you say we, who are we talking about?
So I farm along with my daddy. So daddy works full time, but he farms as well at home. So we work it between us. I'm very lucky with work that I work nights 3 weeks of the month, and then I only work days 1 week of the month. So I'm very lucky like that I can be there during the day, get a few hours sleep, and then daddy can take over then when he gets home in the evening. So I'm very lucky like that. Okay, so do you want to tell everybody what you do for those 3 nights? Tell that there a tiny bit for me. So I work for the National Ambulance Service. So I work in the National Emergency Operations Centre in Tala in Dublin. So we take all the 999 emergency calls for the country. We triage them and we send out whatever resources is appropriate. That'd be ambulance, helicopter, doctors. So we do everything over the phone. I've delivered 3 babies over the phone.
Okay.
I've had some fantastic times up there. I'm there 3 years, and I've met the best of people up there. They're an incredible bunch of people.
Okay, so I'm trying to get my head around this. So you're going to work this evening.
I'm working at 10 tonight.
You're working at 10 tonight.
Yeah.
So that's a very important job. And then you have this farm with all these amazing ambitions as well. How do you do it all, first of all?
Well, farming is, I don't class it as a job. It's a way of life for me. Like, my work is my work, but farming it's a passion. I love it. I don't class it as work. It's not like getting up in the middle of the night to calve a cow or an animal sick. It doesn't come across as work. Going to Dublin is work. Farming is not work.
I was just trying to think, what's the difference between delivering a baby over the phone and a calf?
A panicked farmer. But it's a great job. I love it.
Okay, and how did you get into it? Like, were you always farming as a little girl, or you know, when was the moment you said, well, actually, no, I am going to do this for the rest of my life?
I've always been farming. When I was a baby, like, you know, there was no car seats or buggies. It was in the corner of the shed between 2 bales of hay and a bottle, and that's where I was left for. That's where my playgroup and my creche was. But Mammy farmed all her life when Daddy was working, and then, like, I know no different. Like, it's in me to farm, and it was always what I was going to do. My plans after my leaving cert were to do veterinary and ECD. That was the year my mum was diagnosed with cancer, so I decided to stay at home and look after her for 3 years. So she passed away 7 years ago. She passed away, but I was always going to come home and farm. It's just a no-brainer.
So there wasn't that thing, well, I'll go do a year in Australia, or...
I never had the travel bug.
Okay.
Never. Like, even when we were trying to decide on honeymoon, I was like, oh, can we not just go to Kerry for a week or something? We don't have to leave the country.
So talk me through your day-to-day, because I know it's not just you do the books, you do an awful lot.
So if I'm off, my day starts around 7:15, so Daddy will come over to my house for a cup of tea, and I think it's more just to check up on me and make sure I'm out of bed than anything else. So he'll come over to us in the morning for breakfast, he'll go off to work, and then I'll start my day. So this time of year it's going around checking cattle. Everything is out at this time of year, so it's going around checking cattle. We weaned a lot of cattle last week, so it's just checking cows for mastitis, checking calves for pneumonia, all that, just more herding than anything else. Power washing sheds then would be what we do every August. We power wash all the sheds, disinfect everything out, just tidy up, get barriers ready and stuff like that for cattle going in. So they'll probably be going in now next month, so just tidying up for that.
Now, when you go to the mart and you're there and you're very busy, tell me about people's attitude, particularly to a woman farmer.
Yeah, I always bring our own cattle to the mart, just put them in the jeep. It's always what I've done. I know, like, it's just what I do. But you'll always have that man that says, would you like me to reverse the trailer for you? And I always say, I loaded them myself, I'll unload them myself.
Good woman. And you're getting married.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about that, and when is the hen? Because I'm available.
The hen party was, I came home from my hen party. I came home from my hen party the day before the judges came to visit the farm. So the morning of the film.
Ah, lads, go easy on her.
You can see the track of the pillow on the side of my face in that video if you look close enough. So that was because one of my bridesmaids in Canada, she came home that weekend, just so she had a wedding. So we wanted to do something when she was home. So we had like a little mini hen party that weekend. So nothing too crazy. I don't drink, so it was nothing too crazy.
All right, before I let you go, what is it for you that is, I suppose, the buzz of farming?
I think it's seeing what you can produce. It's like, for me, with my own herd, it's buying your calves, it's feeding your calves, it's rearing them up, putting the bull on them, calving them, and then seeing what you can produce. It's, you know, it's not something that you go out and you buy. It's something that you work for, and it's seeing what you can make at the end of the day.
All right. Well, you were a very impressive woman, everybody. Sheena Cassidy from Longford, our first contestant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sheena. Well done. You are fantastic. Do we like Sheena?
Sorry.
And Sheena, by the way, the best of luck in your nuptials. New Year's Day, New Year's Eve? New Year's Eve, okay. And we have our second contestant. Are you nearly ready? We're just putting the microphone on. We are going to talk to Mona. And Mona O'Donoghue. Concannon, Mona? Concannon? So, obviously she's a Donoghue, so she's going to be fantastic. No? And Mona is from Galway. And here she is, everybody. Mona, how are you, Mona?
I'm great, thanks a million.
Right, all right. First things first. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I can't remember how many farms you're actually involved in. I've lost track.
I am a 37-year-old farmer. I am married. Very important to mention the husband.
Where is he? Is he there?
He's down there in the corner.
Who have you got supporting you?
I have my husband, I have my very special brother Mark, and I have my daughter Ella. She's here. Then I have all my little minions that I call them, all my little helpers, and then I have my 2 landlords that I lease the farms off as well. I brought them today for the day out.
Well, you're all very welcome today. So, okay, so tell me a little bit about the farming work that you do first of all.
Okay, well, I farm on 3 farms, so I'm a minion. That's why we call our little minions, because we get up in the morning and we spend the whole day running around from farm to farm. So we run a 40 cow dairy herd. We have 40 suckler cows, then we have loads of replacement heifers, and then I have my extracurricular activities, which include donkeys, horses, falabellas, all the rest of it.
Right.
Yes.
And tell me how you got into this. Like, were you born into farming?
I was born in farming originally. My parents were suckler farmers, so I grew up on a farm, standing in gas.
Sorry, I forgot to ask what part of Galway.
I live in Dunmore,
okay.
But I'm originally from Kinvara, so I better say that because, you know, I'll bring back. Mm-hmm. So I grew up on the farm, and I was always standing in the gap, holding the tail when the cow was being calved and all the rest of it. So when my husband and myself met, my mum had just passed away, so I had become full-time carer for my brother. My brother has a brain injury, so we had to figure out something that was going to work, that I could take care of him, but also generate an income. So we sat down one night and we're like, okay, I love farming, sure, we might as well just full-time farm. I had a job at the time, I was in childcare, and I just couldn't do that with my brother. So we said, we don't have enough land, so we lease a farm. So that's what we did, and we have now 3 farms.
Wow, that's some achievement. Well done. And isn't it brilliant that you have been able to figure out a way to care for your brother, be a mother of course, and then work on 3 farms? Like, that's extraordinary.
It's not.
Or
really.
Maybe it's not.
No,
you don't think it.
I don't think it's extraordinary. It's just my life, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm going to mention here as well that I'm on a few different organisations as well.
Yeah.
So as well as farming, I'm on the Irish Sheep and Cattle Association executive, so I go to their meetings, and I'm also chair of West Women in Farming. So we have those as well. So there are days now that I have to have the calendar and where am I here and where am I there, but most of the time I'm on the farm talking to the animals.
Okay.
Literally talking to the animals.
literally talking to the animals, okay.
If the animals could tell stories, they'd be big bestsellers.
Now, you mentioned a lot of the committees that you're on there. When I was talking to some people about the competition here, and they said that they had entries from 19 counties, which is extraordinary. So where are we at with women in farming? Like, what has to be done to encourage more women to say, well, actually, this is what I want to do full time?
Well, the problem for me is I think there are women doing it. It's just they're not getting the recognition, because as chair of West Women in Farming, we've about 300 members, and most of our members, when they came to us, they were like, oh, but sure, I'm not really a farmer. I just stand in the gap. I just, you know, do the paperwork. I just do this while he's out here. But all these just jobs are actually being a farmer. And this is what we've been trying to tell ladies all the time, that actually you are a farmer, you just aren't getting the recognition for it. So I would say there's about 60 or 70,000 lady farmers out there if we really dug deep on it, when the lads are out doing other jobs. But look, we're getting there. We're fighting the fight. We're doing the cause, and I think in the next 2 years or 3 years there'll be a big revolution of women out there getting the recognition that they deserve for what they're doing on a daily basis. All
right, well, that's brilliant, Mona. And I believe you didn't enter the competition here yourself.
No, I didn't enter the competition here myself.
Yeah.
I was nominated by 2 different people. Laura's here today from ICSA. She nominated me.
Hi, Laura.
And my husband nominated me, and they both didn't ask me. They rang me when they had the entry in and go, by the way, you're entered. I was like, I don't want to be entered. Well, tough late, too late, done. So I didn't get a choice. So I don't see, you know, things like this. I just love being on the farm, and I don't you know, I just don't like putting myself forward. I love going to meetings and talking and giving out, but
I can see that. I have that there, yeah.
But something like this, just, you know, I love to have the fight for but not something like this.
Well, I think it's brilliant that I can see all your family there. They're so proud of you, that you're getting the recognition as well. Mona O'Donoghue, Colcannon, thank you so much.
Thanks, Brenda.
And the best of luck. Well done, Mona. Did you see Marty Morrissey walking around? Yesterday he was walking around in disguise. He was. He will. I'll tell you a quick Marty story while I'm here. So, we do Central Stadium, we're in Thurles, so we're going down to a match, yeah. So, home of hurling. So I'm driving into Central Stadium, there's a little car park, and I see Marty's about 2 cars ahead of me. So we get into the car park, and I roll down the window, and it's a £5, and your man says, I didn't charge Marty, so I won't charge you. So I said, oh, that's lovely, thanks very much. So I park, and I say, I'm going to grab a sandwich before I go into the game, da da da. So I go into the little shop. Does anyone know Doyle's on the corner there at Central Stadium? So I go into Doyle's and I say, I'll have a sandwich and a cup of tea. He says, I didn't charge Marty, so I won't charge you. I'm going, this is extraordinary. Like, this is true, this is extraordinary. And then I go and get a 99. Marty's just ahead of me. And your man says, what does he say? Marty, so I won't charge you. So anyway, I was really early for the game, so I said I'll go down into Thurles, they've lovely boutiques, got a lovely slip. And what did the girl say to me? I didn't charge Marty, so I won't charge you. Can I just tell you, one of those things isn't true. The ice cream, yeah. All right, she's been waiting and she's kind of going, what is she rabbiting on about there? But it is our final contestant. Speaking of Thurles, speaking of Tipperary, it is Olivia Carl. Come over here, Olivia. How are you, Olivia? Oh, I'm fantastic. Okay, you've been waiting. Are you all right? Are you calm now? And
Yeah, fine.
not a bother on her. Tell me a little bit about it yourself. What age are you, first of all?
So I'm 23 years old.
Yeah.
I'm from Corrib Oil Women, County Tipperary. I'm from a dairy farm. We have 74 cows at home, so I grew up on the farm at home, yeah.
Okay, and who have you here with you today?
Everybody. My neighbours, my family, my friends, everybody. Yeah.
All right, and you're all very proud of her, I presume? Yeah, yeah. And you have a little boy, but he's not with us.
He's not here today. He came yesterday, but no, he was too tired today, too cranky, said he never wanted to return. So.
To the ploughing. I wouldn't blame him after yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said you were born into farming. I mean, is that your earliest memory, is growing up working on the farm?
Yeah, my earliest memory on the farming was mixing milk powder and rearing the calves in the evenings because my dad worked, so my mum used to do the milking and we used to all feed the calves, yeah.
Okay, and can you remember then when you said, right, this is it, this is what I want to do, or was it just something, it was an automatic step?
I suppose I always done it, so I didn't really think about it at all. I knew when I was in school that I didn't really want to be there, I wanted to be farming, so when I was meant to be in school I used to take the Jeep off and go to the mart, so no, I knew I wanted to be farming.
What I think is extraordinary talking to all three of you is your passion for farming. It comes across so strongly. Can you talk me through, say, an average day for you, Olivia?
Yeah, an average day for me would be milking in the morning and you do the herding, and in the springtime it'll be very busy. You'll be calving cows and cleaning out pens and things, and then milking again in the evening. But I also do release milking and I rear calves in Gertine College, so very busy days. Springtime. When
so you work in Gertine College as well?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I can't keep up with these people. That's amazing.
I rear the calves.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we done 200 calves there this year, and then my father's an AI technician, so he just be very busy once it comes to April. So I milk in the mornings before I go to work, and then have the milk done for 7, and head on then to rear the calves. Yeah, and same again then in the evening, feed the calves and come home and milk. Yeah.
And I presume you do the books and all that as well.
Yeah. My father, I don't think he's not very good at turning on a computer, so I think that's his excuse. No, I do all the registering, tagging. BVD tags were great because he didn't know how to
he said he didn't know how to work the new tagger, so had to be left to me then. So yeah, no, I love it. Yeah, I love the paperwork side of it as well.
Okay, and I think the thing is you have big plans, don't you?
Yeah.
What you want to do in the future with you, I suppose, with your own farm and just in general then.
Yeah, I suppose my plan for the future then is, I grew up on a dairy farm, so I'd love a dairy farm. So my plan is that I go rearing heifers and then rent a block of land and make 100 cows and hopefully up.
Yeah, but you're making progress on that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I rented 12 acres when I was 18. All I wanted was my own herd number. So I went renting my own land and got my herd number. That was kind of my biggest thing I wanted. So got that when I was 18, the very minute I could. And yeah, I reared a few heifers on it. I used to buy heifers when I was 18 in the marts and things. So this year I put it all up for grass, but next year I hope to rear 20 calves on that. So.
Okay, and that is a wonderful dream to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what is it that you love about, I suppose, being outdoors and the farming life and everything?
Oh, I suppose when you grow up with it, you just love it. Like some days when it's lashing rain, you still want to be outside.
Like today.
Yeah. It's no, you just absolutely love it. Like no,
And it strikes me, speaking to everybody, that it's not just I suppose the work. It's working with your family as well.
Oh yeah. I grew up on the farm with my mum, so my mum taught me well. She used to. You got brought along and showed how to do it right. So no, everyone helps out. My little sister, my little brother, my big brother, big sister. We all get hauled into jobs. Yeah.
Okay, well listen, it is lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
You're a very impressive young woman.
Thank you.
And I don't know how you keep it all together, all three of you, but you do. And honestly, am I right about the presidency? Like if they can do all that they do and organise it, I think you should be running for the presidency. It is lovely to meet you, Olivia.
Thank you very much.
You are our third contestant and a very worthy contestant as well, even if she is from Tipperary. Olivia Carroll, everybody. Give her a round of applause. Are we feeling tense? Yeah, I wouldn't like to pick a winner, but unfortunately, Sumter, John and Richard have had a really difficult job.
And Sumter as well.
Yeah, they've had a really difficult job. I would not like to beat them. And are ye all right, girls, waiting there? You've gone through much more than kind of waiting for an out prize in your life. Am I right? There's nothing to you. But can I call Richard Moran from AgriAware, who has the envelope with the winner, but he's going to say a few words first, not Richard.
I will, and thank you very much, Brendan. Thank you, Corrib Oil, for sponsoring this competition, because I think it has some real value, not only for the agri sector, not only for gender equality in the agricultural sector, but for everything that goes with farming and what we're doing here at the Ploughing Championships, which is a sort of, in a way, a celebration of this industry that is enormous, and we're feeding 500 million people across Europe, and what's going on the three farms that John, Sumter and myself have seen in the last couple of months is typical of what's happening right across the country. And I've been doing this for 3 years with Corrib Oil now, and I can tell you this year, I genuinely mean this, I reached a point in trying to make a decision. The three contestants are simply superb, outstanding in their field. They're role models. They're going to be extremely successful in their own industries, which is dairying, sucklers, heifers, beef production. I mean, they really cover the full gamut of it. And I think just before I say who, or I hand the envelope over to Brenda, I think for the three contestants, give them a round of applause, because they really do deserve this. You're fabulous. And we got an opportunity to go out and see their farms. Their farming enterprises are top-notch. We're talking quality assurance at the highest level. We're talking what Origin Green is looking for to export out of this country, which is the highest, best quality food that can be produced in Europe, and it's exemplified in what the three of you are doing. So I won't talk anymore. I'm going to hand the envelope over to Brenda.
Really?
And Brenda can give me the
Really?
news.
Oh no. Thank you, Richard. Where's the drum roll? Is there no drum roll? Drum roll, everybody. We'll do our own. Thank you. Thank you, Richard. So, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. It is a wonderful prize. Instead of €1,000, we have some Galway Crystal. We have vouchers for Corrib Oil, €100 each for the runner-up. But that's not what's important. I have the announcement here. The 2018 Woman in Farming Awards, and our winner is Mona O'Donnell.
Well done, well done.
Congratulations, Mona. Amazing. Do you want to get in here? Well done, Mona.
Thank you.
Right, just give me your immediate reaction.
I'm not first. Just very often.
They're all saying it's a first, you're lost for words.
Oh, I am so thankful to everyone. This means the world to me. I just want to thank everyone. I'm going to start off to my family, to Corrib and Francis for being here today, for Ebony and Sinead, my little minions, my brother Mark. I have to thank Corrib Oil and Women. I was told if I didn't thank them today, I wouldn't get my breakfast tomorrow. So I have said it now. And to the ladies from West Women Farm, and they're here today supporting me. And for everyone, it's just been an honour. Thanks very much.
And okay, I suppose Sheena and Olivia as well. Yeah, they're fantastic.
I was going to say is when I saw the videos, I was like, how in hell is someone going to judge? But the girls are fantastic, and it's just amazing. And it's for me, who's chair of West Women in Farming, to be able to be up against these ladies, like, you know, it's just a testament of what women can do, and it's fantastic for our women in agriculture. And as I put up on Facebook the other night, it didn't make a difference which one of us won. It's Women in Ag that has won today.
Oh, well, I don't think you could say it any better than that. Mona O'Donnell.
Well done, well done.
The Corrib Oil Woman Farmer of the Year 2018. Take a bow, everyone. Give her a massive round of applause. Take your bow. Take your bow.